the Sustainability in Practice certificate. We're now on week 3, so well done, you're past halfway. So last week we were looking at how different subject areas relate to food and sustainability, and this week we're going to take that a little bit further. And so within your discussions you might have already noticed how there are links between subject areas, how subject areas are sometimes working on the same issue of sustainability, albeit in different ways. So we had the example of the Aquilibrium project, which 2 different schools, or students from 2 different schools, had posted in the discussion forum, and they were looking at the same agricultural technique, but from slightly different viewpoints. So when we look at a sustainability challenge, it's often the case that we need to look at it from different subject areas in order to gain an effective solution. If we look at it through the lens of our own discipline, we may be missing something important. How's your intellectual agility? This week, we're going to mix things up a bit. We're going to look at things that get us in the mood for interdisciplinary thinking and interdisciplinary working. After all, we are each other's teachers, and life is the spice of variety. Strike that, reverse it. So session 3. In your session 3 in the Now Learning Room, you're going to find a prezi about the life cycle of a strawberry yoghurt. Why a strawberry yoghurt? Not sure, but anyway, the strawberry yoghurt and the life cycle of it is designed to show you the different stages of the food life cycle. So all the way from production to processing, distribution, retailing, consumption and waste. So these are all the different stages, and the prezi's looking at these and looking at which links exist between different stages of the life cycle. So it might be, for example, that processing and retailing are very much linked. Processing comes before retailing in the life cycle, but actually retailing may determine what sort of processing methods are used, because if a retailer is wanting to sell a product, then they may determine, okay, how it's processed, the nature of the processing and so forth. So although it's a cyclical nature, we'll be asking you to look at the different links and interdependencies which may not be of a cyclical nature. We've also given some examples on the prezi of where different subject areas contribute and relate to different stages of the life cycle. So for example, social sciences. Social sciences may input into the production stage because they may be able to tell us about social policies which affect the production of certain crops, such as sugar in the strawberry yoghurt life cycle. Social sciences may also relate to retailing because it may be looking at why we buy what we do, why we choose a certain strawberry yoghurt, or why a certain strawberry yoghurt chooses us. So the prezi is not exhaustive. It doesn't contain all the links between the different stages of the life cycle, and it doesn't give all the examples of where different subject areas feed into different stages of the life cycle. That's something that we're hoping you will be able to see and hopefully give us some comments in the discussion forum when you see links that we've missed off the prezi, of which there will be many. After the prezi, there's a short quiz for you to enjoy. If at first you don't succeed, try again until you're bored. Not really. It's just to refresh your memory about what you saw in the prezi. So once you've done that quiz, we'll be moving on to the challenge. Remember, the only thing that you're actually going to be assessed on in this certificate is the video that you produce as your final assessment piece. So just a quick reminder about the video. There's some guidance from the homepage if you look in the assessment section, and the Dropbox will open next week with session 4, so you're able to submit at any time between next week and the closing date of the 27th of January. And we really hope you're going to enjoy making your video, and do get back to us if you have any queries about it. Back to session 3, now the hard bit. I've mentioned that the prezi suggests links between different aspects, different stages rather, of the food life cycle, and where the subject areas might link in and contribute to those different stages. So the more you unpick sustainability challenges, the more it becomes clear that they can't be solved effectively by one individual or one corporation or one subject area, one institution, one nation, maybe even one world. So within your challenge, you're going to be thinking about how different subject areas come together and look at sustainability challenges, or even how they could if they don't already. So once you've looked at the Prezi and you've taken the quiz, it's on to the challenge. Are you ready for it? The challenge is to find a piece online. Could be a video, could be an advert, could be a song, could be a news article, any digital artifact that relates to one of the following, or both if you're feeling lucky. So the first one, your piece, it could relate to a challenge of the food life cycle and how your subject area works together with other subject areas looking at that challenge. Or it could be about a subject, your subject, and the interdependencies of the food life cycle. So how your subject feeds into different stages of the food life cycle and those interdependencies between it. So you can find a piece that relates to one or both of those. As with previous weeks, you need to post it in the discussion forum and comment on somebody else's post. And who knows, you might find some common ground, you might find some shared interests with fellow students, and perhaps you could work together on the video for your final assessment piece. So we're looking forward to reading your posts, and we hope you enjoy untangling the web that is the interdependencies of the food life cycle and how they relate to the academic disciplines. Bye for now.